Hello, hello, hello. This is Cherith and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. I appreciate it very much. Today, I want to talk about something that has been taboo for far too long. I want to talk about the benefits of speaking to a mental health professional. Look, the stigma that surrounds going to therapy has to stop. It is so important that we take care of our mental health in order to take care of ourselves. That's a part of us. We eat right, we exercise, but we don't need to exclude our mental health in this. So if you are someone who wants to hear more about the benefits of speaking to a mental health professional, then stay tuned to this video. So I want you to just think about for a moment, what is your go-to mechanism when you have stress and anxiety in your life? Now, if you are someone who doesn't have stress and anxiety in your life, then I want to talk to you. Make sure to DM me some of those tips. But if you are someone who does deal with a lot of stress and anxiety in your life, think about what are the ways that you cope with it. Do you exercise? Do you sleep? Do you talk to friends? I know we all have our ways that we deal with those things. But if we think about it, how effective are those? And how effective are those strategies for long-term benefits? Probably not very helpful. So what's missing? What's the piece that's missing? I want you to consider talking to a mental health professional if it is something that you struggle with, dealing with stress and anxiety. Now, if you had asked me this probably 2 years ago, then I probably would have been one of those that was looking down my nose at you like, why does she need to go talk to a therapist? Why is that so important? But a lot of things have changed in my life, and now I really see the benefits of speaking to a therapist, and I want to share some of those benefits with you today in this video. So probably one of the first benefits that I enjoyed from going to therapy was it allowed me to see things from a different perspective. A lot of times when we are experiencing stress and anxiety, we make up in our minds all of the details and all of the things that have led to that stress and have led to that anxiety, and we a lot of times will remove ourselves from that equation. Well, it really is helpful to have someone to talk through your problems with, and talk through the stress and anxiety in your life with, and just kind of get a different perspective. It really is helpful for you to see it through a different lens. So that is probably one of the most immediate benefits. And I love the fact that someone, you're talking to someone who is trained to ask questions and, make the most appropriate comments, because sometimes your friends aren't, it helps, but it's not the kind of help that you need. So you really want to be careful about, soliciting advice and talking to people who are not professionals about your problems. Another benefit of speaking to a mental health professional is that it helps you to confront your feelings. A lot of times we try to deal with things on our own, and we keep all of these feelings and emotions bottled up, and it just really it's not productive, and it is counterintuitive to us getting better or us getting through whatever the issue is that is causing us to be anxious or have all the stress in our lives. So it is really nice to be able to talk to someone to just, get those problems out and confront the real issues that we sometimes overlook when we're trying to go at it alone. Another benefit is that it decreases the chances of you feeling alone. Sometimes when you keep those feelings bottled up, you feel like no one understands, no one else knows what you're going through, and you feel really alone. You feel like you don't have anybody to go to, or you don't have, no one else understands what you're feeling. So it's helpful to have that somebody that you can go to and that you can talk to, that's not going to pass judgment, that's going to help you to be able to work through these problems in the most healthy way possible. So it is really nice to not feel alone, and it is nice to have somebody that's not going to judge you for how you're feeling. Speaking to a mental health professional helps you to cope with life issues. Sometimes you need those extra tools that you're just not equipped or you just don't know about that can help you to get through life's issues. So it is so nice to have a trained professional to be able to help guide you through, next steps and how to get through things and how to just deal with life's issues. So it is very nice to have that component. So that is one of the benefits that I enjoy most about speaking to a therapist. speaking to a mental health professional improves your physical health because you're not having these issues with, high blood pressure or all these other, things that you have going on in your life because you're anxious or stressed out. So it's going to help you physically. It's going to help you to be able to relax and just maybe, eat better. You're not, stomach's not all in knots because you're feeling all anxious and all these things. So it's going to help you out physically too, to be able to talk to a mental health professional. So if you have the opportunity to do so, please do so, because once you take care of your mental health, it's going to have some positive effects on your physical health as well. Talking to a mental health professional helps you to just become more self-aware. You know what's going on. You know when you're feeling a certain way. You know how you feel after you've spoken to your therapist, and it just helps you to know when you are in tune with your body, and it can signal when you need to speak to someone, and then you're not dealing with these things for a longer amount of time than you need to be dealing with them. So it just kind of helps you to become in tune with yourself once you get into the habit of speaking to a mental health professional. They give you these ideas and strategies to help to relieve some of the stress. So it just kind of helps you to be more in tune. You know when you're feeling anxious, you recognize it, you know when you need to talk to someone, and that is very helpful. So that is one thing that I do enjoy about speaking to a mental health professional. Listen, I just want you to not be shy or embarrassed about speaking to a therapist. It is something that you should not be ashamed of, and that we just have to end the negativity that is surrounded by speaking to a therapist. I have been blessed so much by just kind of letting my guard down and just biting the bullet and doing something that I just really didn't see a lot of people do when I was growing up. It wasn't something that was just talked about or anything like that. And I'm so glad that I finally just decided to go forth with seeking professional therapy, because it has been so instrumental in where I am now. It helps me to be able to just get through life and to just go on and to just help be a better me. And I feel like a huge component of self-care is taking care of your mental health. So please, if you are someone who is hesitant about therapy, then go ahead and give it a try. You have to do just like you would do with any other healthcare professional. You make sure that you find the person that you feel most comfortable with. And if you don't feel comfortable, if you feel more anxious because you're going to this therapist, then that's obviously not the person for you. Listen, I went through 3 therapists before I found my fit. So you have to remember that just like they want your business, you got to make sure that there's somebody that you feel comfortable with, or it's not going to be effective. If you're going to be stressed out every time you go, then that's counterintuitive to what you're trying to do. So just, research. There's so much information online, and talk to these people, ask questions, ask them about their practices and their policies, and just see if it's what you need for where you are in your life. The ultimate thing that I want you to remember is that you have to take care of you. So don't let someone else talk you out of doing something that you know is going to be positive for your overall well-being. Thank you so much for tuning into this video today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and click that subscribe button and share it with a friend. I will see you in the next video.